The Cincinnati Bengals, they lost their week 1 game. Joe Burrow, 4 interceptions. Is this a Super Bowl hangover that they need to be really concerned about, or are they going to get this ship turned around, Trey?
That was the worst game of Joe Burrow's career. Like flat out, worst game of his career. He threw 4 interceptions and also lost a fumble. But I'm not concerned about them, and I'll tell you why. I think that won't happen on a regular basis. And even, by the way, even with the worst game of his career, they should have won that game twice, right? They should have won it in regulation if they had just challenged the Jamar Chase catch that was ruled incomplete because that was clearly a touchdown, or just kick the extra point without it getting blocked with a bad snap. And then the same thing happened in overtime. It was a bad snap, and Money Mac hooked it wide right. But what I love about Joey Burrow, we can talk pretty freely on this podcast, right? There are no language restrictions, right?
Not for you, my friend.
He's a fucking assassin, okay? Let me read to you my favorite Joe Burrow clip from my pre-draft notes in 2020. And I think I've done this before with you, but I think it bears repeating.
Please do.
Just so
yes, you have.
So people understand.
They need to know.
Burrow played on an AAU basketball team when he was 9 years old. During a state tournament game, Burrow's team was trailing by 8 points with about 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
We thought it was over, said Tom Vanderven, who coached the team. But then Burrow took over, scoring 9 consecutive points, including 7 straight foul shots to lead his team to an improbable comeback. The other team kept fouling him, and he kept making the shots. Said Vanderven, his coach, quote, "I've never seen anything like it. It was then that I knew he was different from everyone else. I couldn't believe the poise under pressure and the competitive drive demonstrated by a 9-year-old." Vanderven, by the way, is a sociology professor at Ohio University.
This is the kicker to the story.
It's so good. After the game, I told his parents, because I'm a sociologist that studies crime, I told his parents that Joe had the kind of qualities you find in cops and first responders, and wait for it, as well as serial offenders.
There it is.
Vanderven said, the point I was making, that he has the kind of qualities those people have, where his pulse probably doesn't change no matter the situation he finds himself in. He could be mowing the lawn or pulling people from a fire or robbing a bank, and his pulse would probably stay the same. Like, first of all, thank God Joe Burrow is using his talents for good.
I was going to say.
He could be Dexter if he wanted to, and he would never be caught.
Yeah, that's correct.
But when you are playing the worst game of your life and you still have the belief that you can win and lead your team to 2 opportunities to win, I'm not concerned about the Bengals or Joe Burrow. I'm a little concerned about the offensive line that they tried to upgrade and they gave up 7 sacks. But as we all know, the offensive line is the most cohesive unit in football. They will take time to gel.
Correct.
They'll be better. I mean, Alex Kappa is an upgrade. La'el Collins is an upgrade. There's no question about that. It's just going to take time.
Yep.
But I'm not worried about Joe Burrow because he's an assassin. He's a trained killer.